Hello, my name is Ana Andrade, and this is my self-selected virtual library. So question number one, what did I get out of this project? Well, I like how I have a place where I'm able and can go back to look at the progress that I have made with my reading. I definitely have a place where I can add books that are on my list to read before this, I would have to use apps. I didn't even know there was a virtual library on Google Books. How awesome! And it's free, so I don't have to pay anything. As a teacher, as a future teacher, and as a student, this is a great must place to go to. Definitely would recommend it. I would definitely be using this virtual library in my curriculum because students can see what main books we will be discussing and reading throughout the whole entire school year. And also, it's a great way for the students to really track their reading progress. Question number two, which books were my favorite and why? Well, it's kind of hard to say which book was my favorite. I'd rather say which genres were my favorite. So I would really liked fantasy, contemporary realistic books, and diverse populations. I would definitely say I would like the fantasy because it takes me to a new world where I can just escape for a little while. And with all this commotion, finals, and work, and getting through life, sometimes it's great to escape to a whole new world, even if it's fantasy. I definitely like contemporary realistic because such as like Bridge to Terabithia, because I can also escape to a different time period, and sometimes I see glimpses of things that I can relate to my daily life. Let me see where it is. As you can see, I have a lot of early childhood books. So also another one that I really like and that I've read with the kids is Maniac McGee, Holes, and we still have to get to reading to Bridge to Terabithia, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then the third one is Diverse Populations. It's mostly I like to talk and read about women in the workforce, or like for example these books. Oh, I love these books. She Persisted, and it's these two books were written by Chelsea Clinton and introduces tiny feminist mini activities and little kids who are ready to take on the world to 13 inspirational women who never took no for an answer. And we started reading this with the second graders, and it's a long book, so we have to cut it throughout, but it's amazing. Also, her right foot. I didn't know that the Statue of Liberty had a right foot like just popping up. And also males that have really changed history. And then for the third one is, I already said that one. All right, let's keep going. Number three, which books were my least favorite? Well, my least favorite books have to be Quest for the Tree Kangaroo. Even though there is such great ideas and whatnot, it did take me a while to like, and it did take me a while to really get the hang of it. It just started finding out like different once I started really getting the ball rolling and finding out new activities about the book to implement in my classroom, then that's when I really started enjoying the book. Other than that, let's go on to the next question. Which books would I use with my future students? I feel that I would read a little of every genre if I could. But I would definitely read contemporary realistic, science fiction, or if there is a problem happening in my classroom, I would adjust my plans in reading books for books that they can relate to or connect with, because I feel like it's very important so we can talk about problems that are happening inside the classroom. And I think historical fiction is a great way to start. With the Vietnam War, with when there is a lot of different kinds of diversity and racism going on and prejudice, Maniac McGee is a great book to read. Another great books that I still need to add are Anne Frank, I already added Bridge to Terabithia, Holes, Wallflower, Families, Families, Families. I really like this book because there's a lot of kiddos out there that still don't know that there's other different kinds of families, and this is a great way to introduce them to different kinds of families using animals. And I've read this to my preschoolers, and it was amazing just to ask them open-ended questions. I still have to read this to my kinder through sixth graders. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed this creating this virtual library, and this is something that I will, like I said, use in my classroom, and I will be using this personally for myself in a different Google account, of course. Thank you.